Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the Algebra 1 concept of real-world quadratic functions. This is standard A.8B in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 19 of the 2019 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got a company collecting data for text messages sent and received since October 2011. Take a look at our data here. So this is going to be our t and n of t. So we'll call these our x coordinates and our y coordinates. So if we wanted to graph these, right, it would be something like this. Looks like it's all going to be quadrant 1 here. And it looks like the months just, they just kind of skip count by 5 up to 40. But take a look of the billions of text messages, right? We're going to start at 3, but it just goes straight up, right? So if this is a parabola, right, it's just not even reaching an arc yet. So maybe we're still increasing, maybe there's a vertex somewhere, and we're supposed to turn that into an equation. How are we supposed to do that? Well, we're going to use a process called quadratic regression. And as you can tell from this video, we are definitely going to need technology to do this. There is a way to do it without technology, but it's long, complicated, and not really necessary since we have technology that can do it for us. So quadratic regression is going to help us find a parabola of best fit. And obviously we don't see the shape of a parabola yet because we don't see any vertex here, right? The number of text messages in billions are still just increasing, right? But that doesn't mean that we can't take this and kind of match what we think might be a peak at a certain point. And so we're going to turn this into a parabola of best fit. Now, it's not going to give us a graph. What it's going to give us is it's going to give us some information in standard form. All right, so our standard form here is n of t equals, instead of ax squared, it's going to be at squared. Instead of bx, right, it's going to be bt. And then the c is still going to be c, because we're just replacing the x's with the t's. So really, this is what we're looking for. We're looking for what is our a value, what is our b value, what is our c value. If we can get that from the calculator, then we can turn that into an equation here. And as you can tell, 2 of these equations have a b value. 2 of them don't. They just go from an a to a c. So we might get a b value. We might not get a b value. So that's a, b, and c. All right. Well, we go to our calculator here. We're going to hit that stat button. And we're just going to hit edit. And we're going to enter our list 1 and list 2. So what we need to do here is we are just going to enter all of our x values here, t values if you want to be technical, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And you can just go straight down. Just make sure, obviously, we're entering in everything correctly. L2 is going to be our n of t values. And we're going to obviously make sure we do that correctly as well. 86, 112. And so this, we say it's our t values, but really that's going to be our L1, L2. Once we have that, now we're going to go back to our stat. Now we're going to hit that over to the right arrow. We're going to hit calculate. We want to calculate our number 5 there, quadratic regression. Our x's are list 1, our y's are list 2. We hit calculate, and that's all it's going to give us. But look, our a is going to be 0. So let's just call it 0.7. Our b is going to be, we do have a b, so negative 1, I'm going to call that 1.5, and c is going to be 2.73. So obviously it's not these two. And yeah, we look like A looks good, B looks good, C looks good. There's our answer, B.